Hey everybody, it's Amber with HealthSpot. Just want to do a quick video on CBD, some of the basics and what you need to look at when you're purchasing CBD. So CBD comes from a hemp plant that is naturally high in CBD and is low in THC by nature. Compare that to a marijuana plant, which is going to be higher in THC, very low in CBD. So when you go purchase a CBD product, what do you need to know? CBD is typically sold in 3 different formats. It's going to be full spectrum, broad spectrum, and isolate. So just think about FBI. So what is full spectrum? When you extract that oil from the hemp plant and you basically just diluted it to the potency that you want. Now I'm simplifying the whole process, but you're extracting the oil and you're diluting it. You're leaving CBD, all the supporting cannabinoids in there, and terpenes. Terpenes are like the smell and taste of hemp. You leave everything together, that's full spectrum. That does contain a small amount of THC, so the law is less than 0.3% of THC. That is what you refer to as full spectrum CBD oil. Broad spectrum would be CBD by itself, but you add back in some of the other cannabinoids. So it's not the full spectrum, but it's not CBD by itself. And of course, CBD by itself would be isolate. So an easy analogy to kind of remember this is, if you think about like Michael Jordan and his whole team, that's going to be full spectrum. So it's going to be CBD with everything. If you think about Michael Jordan and Scottie Pippen, it's a little bit less than the full team, but it's not Jordan by himself. That's broad spectrum. And then isolate by himself, or isolate by itself would be Michael Jordan solo. So is Michael Jordan awesome by itself? Absolutely. Is he better with his team? Obviously you're going to have a different synergistic benefit. So another word you need to know is called the Entourage Effect. So think about that as the chemistry that you'd have with Michael Jordan and his whole team. The chemistry he has is called an Entourage Effect. So there will be an Entourage Effect with full spectrum and with broad spectrum, meaning the way CBD works with its supporting cannabinoids. So to simplify everything, when you purchase CBD, you're going to be looking at FBI. Is it full spectrum? Is it broad spectrum? Is it isolate? In our opinion, based on sales, full spectrum is the best, produces the best results, minus the fact if somebody's worried about having THC in their system. If you're worried about any detectable THC, don't use full spectrum. And then the next thing is potency. When you purchase it, it's going to have a milligram dosage on the outside. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Like this is 1,000 milligrams. That's how much is in the entire bottle. That's not how much is per dose. On a lot of them, the dropper will tell you if a full dropper gives you so many milligrams of CBD. But typically, especially on the tincture, which is a word for liquid, the 1,000 milligram on front will indicate how much CBD is in the entire bottle. So make sure you kind of know exactly the potency. It's a problem I see in the stores all the time. I usually will ask people if they've taken CBD, what kind is it? So we'll go back to full spectrum, broad spectrum, isolate, and then what potency have they been taking? And there's a ton of confusion. A lot of people honestly just don't know. So it's good to kind of step back, look at whatever CBD you're using, so at least you know what kind you're using and what potency you're using. So we carry a nice variety of different CBD products in the store. Remember, if you're drug tested, I just tell people just check with the drug testing agency. We do not want to make a comment about drug tests. Just better to be extra cautious when it comes about it, when it comes to CBD in general. But make sure you understand which kind you're using and also understanding the potency that you're using as well. So if you have any questions, feel free to DM. I don't want to make this video any longer than it is. So have any questions, let us know. Thanks, bye.